Sambit Patra of the BJP, Maroof Raza will join us in some time. Sushil Pandit, well-known activist, strategic thinker, Prafulla Ketkar, editor of Organiser of the RSS. Major Gaurav, Arya, defense analyst and expert on Kashmir, has served there. Shabnam Lone, advocate of the Supreme Court. Irfan Hafeez Lone, activist and lawyer from Srinagar. Kaul, political analyst. John Dayal, activist and former Secretary General of the All India Christian Council. And Aslam Goni will be joining us in some time. He's a political commentator and former Advocate General of Jammu and Kashmir. Now the issue is very simple, gentlemen. Can Pakistan propagandists be allowed to operate with impunity from Indian soil? That's a simple question. Now the premise for the question is this, Sushil Pandit, that there is an absolute similarity in the words, lines, sentences, para, chapter, verse, semicolon, comma, full stop, in what these Pakistan apologists say and what Nawaz Sharif lied at the UNGA. If there was an attempt, Prafulla Ketkar is smiling, if there was an attempt at trying to keep a divide, a line of plausible deniability between the Pakistan government, the Pakistan army and the ISI and the group of Pakistan apologists in India, it collapsed in a heap yesterday, Shabnam Lone, when Nawaz Sharif mirrored the words that you used about Burhan Wani. And therefore, my question is simple.
Yes. Well, everything is hunky-dory between India and Pakistan.
I haven't asked my question. I haven't asked my question. I haven't asked my question.
I know the question.
I haven't asked my question. No, you don't know. You don't know. Let the question come. The question is this. Do you condemn, and weigh your words carefully, do you condemn Pakistan Prime Minister? And after this, the debate will start. Do you condemn the Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif using his UN speech to describe Burhan Wani as a peace icon and a young leader who was only armed with his beliefs? Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
Can I borrow your phrase? Yesterday you used the phrase.
Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
Maximum.
Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
You used the phrase maximum.
Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
Listen.
Do you
when
condemn
India
Nawaz
does
Sharif?
not condemn Pakistan.
Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
When India does not condemn Pakistan,
do you condemn Nawaz
it remains your.
Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
Favored nation.
Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
You are interested in business. You are interested in economics.
Shabnam,
and it doesn't matter to you whether Kashmiris die.
I'd ask you once again, when I discuss the most favored nation issue, I'll come to you.
Yes.
Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
I'm telling you.
Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif? Or do you support him?
In Pakistan.
You support Nawaz Sharif?
When India does not condemn Nawaz Sharif, when you are still on talking terms with Basit, you could not take away the most favored nation status from Pakistan.
We summoned Basit. We pulled him up. This is a hostile enemy nation, and I'm asking you. I'm asking you whether on television tonight. I am asking you, Shabnam Lone. Old tactics will not work now.
You cannot avenge.
Old tactics will not work.
And you cannot strike. You cannot do anything. And you are asking us. You first of all ask yourself what you are capable of doing.
Who is
you
us?
have done nothing, and you people cannot do anything.
Who is us? Who is us? No, who is you people?
Maximum.
1 second, Shabnam, don't get into speech mode. I'll lower your volume if you do. Who is speech
minimum
mode?
Risk. Didn't you use the words minimum risk?
Shabnam, list. Volume down, please. Volume down, please. Volume down, please. Volume down, please. Shabnam Lone's inability to answer that straightforward question. 1 second. Shabnam Lone's inability to answer that question and respond instead in terms of you and them, us and them, reflects the hypocrisy of the pro-Pakistan brigade in India. Sambit Patra tonight.
Pakistan continues.
Shabnam ji, allow.
All right. Now we'll get someone else in. Shabnam Lone unable to answer that question. Does she condemn Nawaz Sharif? She practices in the Supreme Court. But she refuses to condemn Nawaz Sharif.
Please
Thank you very much. I got my answer there. Sambit Patra is responding tonight. And also, only simple question which I asked tonight was this. The only question I asked tonight was this. The only question I asked tonight was this. That do you condemn Prime Minister of Pakistan, Nawaz Sharif, for going to the United Nations and saying that a Hizbul Mujahideen terrorist was a young leader, armed only with the conviction of his thoughts? Shabnam Lone is so paranoid she's so paranoid when I ask her that question tonight that she will go and say anything but not answer my question. Viewers, all I did was ask a Supreme Court advocate whether she condemns the Pakistan Prime Minister describing Burhan Wani not as a terrorist but as a youth icon. She's flustered. She's still speaking. There she is on the screen.
You are not honest.
But she won't answer.
You are not honest.
She won't answer.
Look
at that.
Look at that. Goswami, I want to ask some questions to...
Look at that, viewers.
Miss Lone,
look at that.
Miss Lone, you have to allow others to speak. Miss Lone, this is not the way. You are losing your own plot. You are losing your own plot. This is not the way. This is not the way of shouting.
Sambit is on the debate. Sambit is on the debate.
And Miss Lone, let me tell you, a simple question was put to you. And what was the question? The question was, should you not condemn Nawaz Sharif for having lied through his teeth? And you, in fact, have really gone paranoid. You are shouting at everyone. You're not ready to listen to anyone. And let me tell you, let me coin a term tonight.
You are paranoid.
Not for you, but for all those. But for all those who cry for Burhan Wani. The Burhan Rudalis of this country, you know. Burhan Rudalis of this country have to be taken to task. They cannot point their fingers towards their Aka. Your Aka is Pakistani Prime Minister. Your Aka is Pakistani Prime Minister. Why are you so disturbed when all we want is we have to speak against the Pakistani Prime Minister? When we have to condemn the Pakistani Prime Minister, you are unable to do so and you have gone completely paranoid. This is absolutely condemnable. This is absolutely wrong. Shabnam Lone, allow others to speak for God's sake. Please allow others.
Shabnam Lone, you are an Indian citizen. Don't forget that.
Shabnam Lone, for God's sake.
You are an Indian citizen. You're an Indian citizen.
At the Supreme Court. Let me complete.
Yeah, show some. Yeah, if you are. No, 1 second. Sambit, 1 minute. Sambit, 1 minute. Shabnam, if you are in 1 second, you are an Indian citizen. You are an Indian citizen. You practiced in the highest court of the country. Show some allegiance to your own country, for God's sake. And you're sitting in India, you show some allegiance to your country, you get paranoid, worried, you start getting hysterical when I ask you to condemn the Pakistan Prime Minister. Are you scared? You are an Indian, Shabnam Lone. Speak up for your own country. Now, I'd like to put that question tonight. 1 second. And at a time, viewers. And there is a time and context for this.
Okay.
There is a time and context. Sushil Pandit on the debate and anyone else would like to come in. Sushil Pandit.
Yes,
the context of this, and I'm very clear on this. I'm very clear on this. From the time we heard some people during what happened at JNU say Burhan Wali Azadi, we have been taking a clear position on this. Sushil Pandit, you understand that? You remember that?
Yes, of course.
At that time, there was also a group of people, some of whom are the same Pakistan apologists, who attacked us for questioning this concept of Burhan Wali Azadi. When the discussions were happening post JNU, right? People got together. Now I'm asking a simple question. Let's not lose our focus. Pakistan is killing Indian soldiers. Pakistan is an enemy nation. Pakistan is a hostile enemy nation, right? And Shabnam Lone needs to understand that she's not only a Supreme Court lawyer, but you cannot provide at any point of time a proxy argument for Pakistan. We will take you on now. Because Pakistan-trained terrorists, Sushil Pandit, have martyred 18 of our brave soldiers in Uri that the Jaish-e-Mohammed is responsible for. I say, why should Indian soil be used to defend a man who was part of the same Fidain suicide operation, Burhan Wani? Why should there be space to defend, to dissect and decipher between the Jaish-e-Mohammed and the Hizbul Mujahideen? Terrorist terror. I expect tonight, Sushil Pandit, every Indian citizen to come out and condemn Nawaz Sharif. And if Shabnam Lone has been unable to do that, she reflects her own hypocrisy. She should show some allegiance to her own nation first before talking about what the Indian forces do. Sushil Pandit, should I put that question
Arnab,
to us once?
It was only last Sunday, Arnab. within hours of that attack, when you held a special edition of Newshour in the evening, I could believe my ears. I had to pinch myself when I heard Shabnam say that we must all punish Pakistan for this. And I even congratulated her. I knew that this was not going to last too long, because only last month she declared in front of entire country as audience with Junaid Mattu, when I was there also on the Newshour, she said Burhan Wani was not a terrorist.
Same line as Nawaz Sharif.
She has come back to the same opinion.
Same line as Nawaz Sharif.
The point is,
I said that.
Same line as Nawaz Sharif.
Absolutely.
Same as
it was only last Sunday under tremendous pressure that she backed off.
The Chief Minister said
she backed off from that position for a very short while.
I never backed off.
I knew that this was going to be a very temporary affair.
Oh, come on.
The point is, Pakistan has found its strategic depth right within India. It doesn't have to go searching for it in Afghanistan. It has academicians in that strategic depth. It has some of the editors of the most venerable newspapers in the country. Just the other day, the former editor of Hindu tweeted that if soldiers sign up in the army, what is the reason to cry over their death? Because they sign up to kill and to die. Such are the people who provide strategic depth to Pakistan and its agenda within the country. And we need to expose them relentlessly. They come under different guise. They come as politicians, they come as bureaucrats, they come as strategic affairs specialists, they come as advocates, they come as entrepreneurs, they come as all kinds of people. And it is them we need to battle a lot more, because they are the hidden enemy. They create confusion, they sow disarray among our ranks, even as we get ready to fight a visible enemy called Pakistan.
Now, Sushil Pandit, Sushil Pandit, I put that question tonight because I am, for one, not one for vague generalizations. I will ask pointed questions tonight. And I would request those on every side unable to answer my questions to have the honesty to say, we would like to pass your question because we are not sure whether we have the courage or the moral conviction to question the Prime Minister of Pakistan despite carrying an Indian passport. And I don't know about the comment you made about the editor of the Hindu. I have no independent information on that. Now, therefore, that's your... No, I'm just saying I have no independent information on that. That's your information, not mine or the channel's. Now, Aslam Goni, do you condemn Prime Minister of Pakistan, Nawaz Sharif, at a time when 18 of our brave soldiers have been killed in Uri? Do you condemn his describing Burhan Wani as a young leader and icon of peace? Aslam Goni?
Unfortunately, Arnab, if you allow me a moment to speak. Yes. Can you hear me?
Speak.
Hello?
Please speak.
Can you hear me, please? Yes, what I'm saying is, if you are taking my opinion, you people all collectively have made Burhan Wani a leader.
Do you condemn the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Nawaz Sharif? Again, another person avoiding my question. Do you condemn the Pakistan Prime Minister, Nawaz Sharif, describing Burhan Wani as a young, peaceful leader murdered by Indian forces? Yes or no? Don't give me a roundabout reply. Yes or no? Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif for describing Burhan Wani as a young leader?
I can't call him a peaceful... I can't... You don't allow to speak.
No, why are you confused?
I can't shout.
No, why are you confused?
And in case like you have not allowed me to speak...
Are you wanting to pass that question? Viewers, please find it interesting there. Passing the question, I think.
One is that you are this... I have got so much of echo... This echo, I can't hear you properly.
Okay, I'll come back to you. I take that question. All right, I'll come back to you. Don't worry. I'll come back to you. Now I'd like to go to Irfan Lone. And feel free. This is shocking tonight what's happening on the Newshour. But I want this to be visibly there for everyone to see. Irfan Lone, 3 days after the killing of Burhan Wani, right, you came on Newshour on July 11th, 2016, and you justified a memorial service for him and the status of martyrdom that was given to a terrorist, right? That was parroting Islamabad's line. You are an Indian citizen, you carry an Indian passport, right? You're the beneficiary of Indian democracy. Will you condemn Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's description of Burhan Wani as an ambassador of peace or something to that effect? Let's see.
Arnab, just I want 1 minute without interruption.
Will you condemn, my God,
First,
will you condemn the Pakistan Prime Minister
yes,
Nawaz
yes,
Sharif?
I will come.
No,
yes,
will you condemn the Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif's words yesterday?
Yes, to the extent if he confines this struggle from Srinagar to Sopore. But if he says that for peace, resolution to Kashmir is signed.
I am asking you about his description of a terrorist. What are you talking about? I'm asking you about his description of Burhan Wani. No. You cannot get away with this anymore.
Yes, this is the.
You cannot get away with this anymore.
Hold for a while. Just if he's saying that for peace,
I think viewers,
Kashmir
a lot is becoming apparent.
I welcome
what
it.
kind of traitors do we have tonight on the panel?
If he says, if talks about brazen violations, I agree with him. That is
no, what did you mean when you said that if he confines himself from Srinagar to Sopore? What do you mean by that? Please clarify. When you said that you stand by Nawaz Sharif if he confines himself to Srinagar to Sopore, what do you mean? Clarify.
Because, Sambit, because this uprising is right from Chenab Valley, from Maraz to Kamraz.
Irfan Lone.
You see what
Irfan Lone.
Don't give all these buncombe talks. Mr. Lone, don't give these buncombe talks tonight. All three of you have been exposed. When asked a pointed question, do you condemn the Pakistani Prime Minister? You are beating around the bush. You Burhan Rudalis, you are beating around the bush. You cannot say yes or no. Say, I condemn the Pakistani Prime Minister and carry ahead with the debate. But you Burhan Rudalis, you stay in this country, you eat in this country, and then you
Shabnam Lone, calm down. Calm down, Shabnam Lone.
I want to clarify.
Shabnam Lone,
Sambit, stop threatening people.
Last time.
Stop threatening people.
No, I have coined this term. Henceforth, I will call all of you Burhan Rudalis.
Sambit, why are you threatening people?
Who is being threatened? Nobody is being threatened.
Array, come on, Sambit. You are
I am threatened. The internal security of the country is being threatened by people like you.
Don't mislead this country.
We are not threatening you, ma'am.
Well.
We are not threatening you, sir. The internal security of the country is being threatened by people like you who say that you cannot condemn Pakistan. You cannot condemn Pakistan.
You are misleading the people.
No, you don't have to point fingers at anyone. You have lost all your rights to point fingers to India today. In fact, I am afraid that we have enemies within our country.
Who are you?
What Nawaz Sharif said.
You are not Arnab Goswami.
Who are you? I am an Indian. I am a proud Indian. I am a proud Indian. Do you consider yourself as a proud Indian?
The simple point is.
I am a proud Indian, ma'am. I am a proud Indian who sees Jammu and Kashmir as an integral part of the country. Do you see Jammu and Kashmir as an integral part of the country?
Shabnam Lone, now you be quiet and listen to me for a while, please. I request you. Now, Shabnam and Sambit, listen to me. Listen to me for a while. Listen to me for a while. No, I need. No, Sambit, please be quiet. Sambit and Shabnam, be quiet for a while. And I tell you this. I say tonight that people who live within the Republic of India and people who disrespect the Republic of India and people who walk over the interests of the Republic of India are people who are simply being parasitic and termite-like in the Indian Republic. If you're in the Indian Republic, do not destroy it from within, and no country would allow this. And Shabnam Lone, let me ask you, you'll ask me why I'm saying this right now. I'm saying this because at a time like this, pushing Pakistani propaganda on Indian soil like never before is inimical to Indian interests. 18 of our soldiers have been martyred by terrorists. I cannot believe why Indian soil should be allowed to use to accommodate spokespersons who defend terrorism in any time. And if you feel you have the right to defend terrorism, I'll be telling you don't. You don't have the right to defend terrorism anymore in this country. Shabnam Lone, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I've heard you. I've heard you today, and it's time to speak up.
Listen to me.
It's time to speak up on this. I'm sorry. This country has shown its benevolence and forgiveness for a long enough time. Shabnam Lone, understand this.
Government, you cannot condemn Nawaz Sharif. What has BJP, PDP to do with it, ma'am?
I'd like Gaurav Arya to come in.
Madam, don't deviate from the issue.
I'd like Samir Kaul to come in.
Once you condemn Nawaz Sharif and show us that you really follow the Republic of India.
You people have destroyed.
No, you just once have to say that you condemn Nawaz Sharif. You just have to say that
very simple question I asked. Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif's statements on Burhan Wani? It's a simple yes or no question.
Lawyer, not an ordinary person.
Gaurav is on.
Shabnam Lone, Arnab has asked you a simple question. It's just a yes or no question. Why don't you just say yes or no? What has the PDP got to do with Nawaz Sharif? Why don't you just answer yes or no?
Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
Okay, this is Major Gaurav Arya.
No, my question to you is, do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
Do you? Pleasure to meet you again, ma'am.
Don't think you are some Sylvester Stallone. You think you are some Sylvester Stallone. Stop talking like a Rambo, and you talk very wrong things. I've heard you before also.
Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
You are the ones, when people see you, you are the one. 100 boys at least want to go and join militancy. I think, Major, you should not be on TV shows.
You are nobody to decide.
Ma'am, I think you should be in Pakistan. You are a traitor. You live in Delhi. You practice in the Supreme Court. And you are telling me that 100 boys have joined militancy. If they join militancy, we'll kill them.
Who the hell are you to tell me?
I will tell you. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you to carry an Indian passport and abuse India? No, you shut up. Who the hell are you, ma'am?
Who the hell?
I'll tell you who I am.
I have not.
You are taking money from the government of India, and you are behaving like a traitor, and you are saying that I have forced 100 people to get into militancy.
You are a traitor. देशद्रोही तुम जैसे होते हैं.
Shabnam Lone,
देशद्रोही का मतलब पता है आपको?
No.
एक बुरहान वानी को मार दिया, इतना दुख हो गया आपको? एक बुरहान वानी को मार दिया तो क्या हो गया? क्यों परेशान हो रही है इतना? जो 100 लोग आप बोल रही हैं जिन्होंने हथियार पकड़े,
वो अपनी अरे उस महबूबा मुफ्ती को कहो ना, बुरहान वानी की वजह से वो इलेक्शन जीती थी. उस मिनिस्टर को बोलो ना जो मिला था बुरहान वानी को.
एक मिनट मैम, मुझे महबूबा मुफ्ती से कोई मतलब नहीं है, मुझे पीडीपी से कोई मतलब नहीं है.
No, one second, now enough. Shabnam, don't stop. Shabnam, don't stop.
You are absolutely wrong.
Shabnam, be quiet. Now reduce the volume there. Let me say one thing, Shabnam, because you won't stop, and that's why I'm telling you this. Understand this now. Understand this. Gaurav is a patriot. Be quiet, Shabnam Lone. Be quiet. You have no right to abuse all my panelists tonight. I have John Dayal on the other side. Gaurav is a patriot. Gaurav is a patriot. Shabnam Lone. 1 second, Shabnam Lone.
Whoever shows her the mirror becomes a traitor.
Shabnam Lone. 1 second.
Becomes the bad news.
Sushil Pandit. I'll tell you.
Whoever shows her the mirror becomes the reason for all the devastation.
No, 1 second. Just 1 minute.
That's a theory.
Just one minute. And Samir Kaul is going away because he doesn't have the guts to answer my question. That's why he's walking off tonight.
No.
Okay, no. Look at Samir Kaul. He's going away because he can't answer my question. If he has, then we're asking him to stay, but he's walking off because he knows the question is coming next to him. And what's the question we are asking tonight? No, 1 second, calm down. The question will be made. The question.
I'm not a traitor.
The question will be more direct.
No, I'm not a traitor.
Oh, yes. I asked you to. Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif? 1 minute. Let her be. Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif? Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif? Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
I don't.
Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
I don't want to be in the show.
There you are. Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif? 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 You say to me whether you condemn Nawaz Sharif for what he said in the UN yesterday. Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif? And look at that. Look at that. When you question the hypocrisy, they walk away. Because one simple question we've asked tonight, Gaurav. One question. Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif? Viewers, you tell me today. I asked this one question. Nawaz Sharif's line yesterday was inimical to India.
Please tell me what question you are asking. I will reply you.
Do you condemn?
I will reply you.
One second.
Ask me the question.
Do you condemn?
I will reply you.
People, viewers, I'm telling you, watch some of my panelists today.
All the people
watch these panelists
who are involved in militancy, who are involved in bloodshed.
Don't go around the bush. Just one word. Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif or not?
Two panelists walked out because they couldn't take that question tonight. Two panelists walked out, viewers, because they could not take that question tonight.
And let me tell you, let these Burhan Rudalis leave the debate tonight. Tonight we have proved that if we Indians get together, if the patriots get together, these Burhan Rudalis can
I say tonight,
a better nationalist
these
than all of
people
you.
need to be driven out of the
All of
system.
you.
Just as they have been driven out of the debate, these Burhan Rudalis need to be driven out of the system.
put national interests
BJP is
first.
spoiling the country. You enemies of the country, you are staying in the country and playing with the national security. And today when you are caught,
what?
you are
the
BJP
biggest
is
enemy of the country, Mr. Whatever is your name, Patra, whatever is your name.
Sir, you have been
Patra.
caught naked today. Caught naked lying tonight. Just as Nawaz Sharif has been caught naked, all the agents of
One
Nawaz
second,
Sharif
now my
have
question
been
is
caught
this.
naked.
One second. Viewers, understand this. Understand this tonight. This question, I'm telling you, I'm saying this to you, be clear about it.
Understand what? That BJP...
If you care to listen, understand. If you care to listen, you understand. It is high time, I'm saying this, viewers, it is high time that the patriots of the Republic speak up for the Republic. And it is high time that those people who have taken advantage of the democracy that this Republic supports are also asked the straight questions. And Aslam, Goni, the questions will be more direct from now on. The question will be more focused. The questions will be more unforgiving. It is because we've not asked these questions that so many people have got away for so long. And let you understand today how the vast majority of the people of this country think. You have no right to qualify your words tonight. You are either with India or not with India. That's it. That's it. You're either with India or not. And if you are with India, you cannot say anything else but say that I condemn the Prime Minister of Pakistan.
Is an Indian. I don't need your certificate.
So Shabnam Loan should just have said. So Shabnam Loan should have said, I condemn the Prime Minister of Pakistan. That's it. Mr. Ketkar wants to come in. Mr. Ketkar, John Dayal. Lot of viewers calling in tonight. Viewers, one question got two panelists to leave the program. I don't care. But I'm saying tonight, henceforth, the question will be even more direct. I don't care tonight who likes it or doesn't. I will not qualify my words anymore. Mr. Ketkar and John Dayal. After that, 1 second. Mr. John Dayal, my question to you is this.
Now there is a...
Mr. John Dayal.
There is a...
You want me to ask the question to John Dayal? Will you give me a minute? Mr. John Dayal. Since you go very often crying to America.
Yes, sir. Exactly the same number. Exactly the same number of times Mr. Modi goes there.
I will say it because I'll remind you of how you let your country down by going crying to America, saying there is, the situation in India is very bad.
I embarrass my country by coming on your debate. I embarrass my country by coming on your debate.
No, you may embarrass your country by the words that you speak, and I'll ask you the question. I believe that any form, I believe, John Dayal, my question is this, understand this. I believe, and so you understand my position clearly. I will enunciate it slowly, so you hear.
I understand.
And can you please refrain from speaking over me for a while, and after that I'll give you full chance to speak. But I think we should keep that level of decency with each other. Now my view is this, that pushing Pakistani propaganda on Indian soil is inimical to Indian interests. And the morale of our forces needs to be boosted and backed without a flinch by every Indian. I believe it is inimical to Indian interests. I have not finished my questions. That some narrow factions within our borders believe that terrorists are leaders and martyrs in their own right. Right? I think Burhan Wani is a terrorist and should have been killed a long time back. So it's time for people to choose whether they are going to be with Burhan Wani or whether they are going to be with India. If they are going to be with Burhan Wani, it means they're describing Burhan Wani as anything but a terrorist. And we don't have time for these people. The country across the political and social spectrum is standing united tonight in calling for all kinds of action against Pakistan. It is inimical to Indian interests. If there is a brigade within our borders that directly or indirectly backs Islamabad and refuses to call them out on their blatant shielding of terrorists. This is straightforward, okay? It's straightforward. It's neither jingoistic nor rhetorical. It's straightforward. You're either with India or with Burhan Wani. You agree with me on that? Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif for what he said yesterday?
Say, it is quite obvious that you can speak politely when you want to. I have led more protests against Pakistan embassy in Delhi than the BJP has for its terrible human rights record. And I absolutely condemn the Prime Minister of a failed state for what he says. He has no business in it. His human rights record is terrible. Absolutely. Pakistan is possibly even worse than any banana republic. You call it a banana republic. Its treatment to Hindus, to Sikhs, to Christians is terrible. So what is the point here? The point is 1 minute. The point is, allow me to elaborate. The point is, where are all those people, many of whom were part of the Award Wapsi Brigade, who wrote op-eds and open letters on why they are returning their national awards, when the Prime Minister of Pakistan has bestowed martyrdom to a man who was responsible for the killing of police personnel and Sarpanch leaders? Where is their muted and explain their deafening silence tonight? What explains the deafening silence of some of these members of the Award Wapsi Brigade tonight? Many of them screech every second day that they are for Azadi, for Kashmir. Where are they tonight? Can I answer that?
Yeah.
Where are they tonight? Answer that. I think one of the most important differences between India and Pakistan, and to the greater glory of India, is that we are a democracy.
No, don't abuse democracy anymore. Mr. Ketkar, you can't use. No, Sambit is on the other side. You can't use the excuse of democracy anymore. You've excused. No, you can't take the excuse of democracy anymore. Every time. Sambit and Mr. Ketkar. Sorry. Impossible. Sambit.
No, let me come in.
No, sir.
No, I'm really pained tonight, Mr. Goswami. Let me show these people the mirror. I mean, here is John Dayal, who has been cornered tonight. He was the same John Dayal with whom I have debated night after night on JNU issue. On JNU campus, there were students who said that Hindustan ke 100 tukde ho, Kashmir ki azadi ho, inshallah.
Absolutely. Where is that brigade?
Supporting these students night after night. No, don't do all these gestures. Don't do all these gestures. I'll call you American Rudali. They were Burhan Rudalis, you're American Rudali. You go and cry in the lap of America, saying that India is not a good country. And over here, when you have been cornered, you are saying India is a good democracy.
For a doctor.
What democracy, sir?
You really are an uncouth man.
Forget doctor.
What uncouth language you use?
Please.
For a doctor.
I'm very uncouth to the people who are traitors. We have to be uncouth to people who sell this country. I have to be uncouth to the people who go and sell their country in America, in Pakistan. We have to show them the mirror. We have had enough of you. Enough of your mentality. No,
Mr. Narendra Modi should be afraid of you.
Look into you.
Mr. Narendra Modi should be ashamed of you. That he is a spokesman like you.
Are ashamed
no, sir.
Ashamed
I will not be cowed by you. I will not be cowed by you.
I'm proud of the fact.
Forget that I'm a politician. By the likes of you.
I'm proud of the fact that I can
expose
people like you, the people who have been staying in this country, and yet who have been crying against this country in America. You supported the JNU gangs. When these JNU gangs said, Inshallah, South Tukre you are the one who are defending them. When these JNU gangs said that Indian army was raping Kashmiris, you are the one who I am a traitor. Okay. That's where the discourse boils down to, sir. So you know the difference between patriot and a traitor? You have reversed the dictionary.
Mr. John Dayal, how much of this? How much of this?
Nothing.
You see, you have Aslam Goni, and Mr. Ketkar. Aslam Goni and Mr. Ketkar. Aslam Goni and Mr. Ketkar. One second. Please understand, I have some core questions to all the people who may or may not be the apologists tonight. My question is, India is standing united before the world after Uri. So Aslam Goni, come to the point. We are fighting and cornering Pakistan to shut down the terror haven that it has become. I believe there should be no scope or even an inch of our people by putting up their hands in support of Nawaz Sharif when he says we believe terrorists are leaders. That's what he said yesterday. A terrorist is a leader, right? I don't know tonight why people have gone paranoid because I'm asking, are you with Nawaz Sharif, are you with India? Two panelists walked out tonight. People like Aslam Goni want to complicate the issue. People like John Dayal want to qualify their statements. The award Wapsi Brigade has gone silent tonight.
Arnab.
Aslam Goni, speak in one voice.
See, you deliver a speech. You don't ask a question.
My question is this.
You don't ask a question.
My question is, was Burhan...
If your question
okay, here's a question. You want a question? You want a question? I'll ask you. Listen to me now. Now I'm asking you a question. My question is to you, Aslam Goni. If you're quiet for 30 seconds, I'll ask you a question. Then I'll see whether you also walk out or stay in the debate.
You need an answer from me.
Yeah, I need an answer from you. I need an answer from you.
I am a nationalist. I belong to this country at the highest pitch of white, I say. But I say that those forces who are by their actions, unethical actions,
Gaurav, enough. No, enough. Not a word against our forces anymore. Not a word against our forces. You are sitting there in Srinagar safe because of our forces. Have some loyalty and have some shame, Aslam Goni. Mr. Ketkar is responding. 1 second, Mr. Ketkar. Mr. Ketkar's turn. Mr. Ketkar's turn, please. Mr. Ketkar, go on.
No. This is not
Mr. Ketkar. Mr. Ketkar, please. Mr. Ketkar. Mr. Ketkar, go on.
Anti-Indian for you.
This is the commonality.
That is very
commonality of hypocrisy in this peace brigade. They will start with human rights. They will start abusing armed forces. They will bring in AFPA. They will go to self-determination. See, don't use the double standard. Terrorism is the highest form of human rights violation, and you don't agree with this.
Venom is going to be very dangerous. I am warning you, Mr. Patra.
So they start with human rights.
No, I'll
they go up to self-determination. When they get exposed, they start using the word you and we. Everybody use the word you and we.
Aslam Goni, 1 second.
Who is this we and
Aslam Goni, Aslam Goni.
They start doing this. They are actually siding with Pakistan.
Patra allows anybody to talk here.
Aslam, don't shout. Tell me, Aslam Goni.
Official panelist.
Aslam Goni, calm down, yeah. Once I tell you, please calm down.
Yes.
The question is this. Sambit, 1 second. Sambit, 1 second. 1 second. Question to Aslam Goni. Question to Aslam Goni. Please come on record. And viewers, I'm phrasing this very well. Will you come on record to say Burhan Wani was not a victim of circumstances? He was not some symbol or icon of any struggle in Kashmir, or as some people have unfortunately said, poor child of a headmaster. He was no misguided youth. He was no victim of circumstance, right? He was just a terrorist. Just say that today, Aslam Goni, will move on. Your time starts now.
What? He was a terrorist. There is no doubt about it, Mr. Arnab Goswami.
Good.
And you made him a hero.
No, good. Thank you. I got my answer. Don't get frustrated that you said that tonight. Some other channels might have, we don't. Calm down. Now, 1 second. One second. And who's keeping you safe in Jammu today, sir, where you are from this evening? Are you
that their party has failed to handle the Kashmir issue?
Anyways, I'm not interested in your political diatribe. I'm not interested in your political diatribe. Sambit is responding. 1 second.
Mr. Aslam, you wanted an answer? Mr. Aslam, rather than going into political parties within yourself, a simple question was asked by the host tonight. A simple question, whether you condemn Nawaz Sharif or not. And two panelists have ran away, and here is a third one who is ranting and kicking, who is so disturbed because he does not want to condemn Nawaz Sharif. Why do you bring politics into it? You have to look. I'll tell you something tonight. I mean, you all made a narrative that Burhan Wani was the son of a poor headmaster. But did you talk about the other Wani? Did you talk about the other Wani who topped the BSF examination, whose father was also a headmaster, a poor teacher? No, you would not talk about the other Wani, because in fact you are sympathizer, and that is quite clear. No. Did you talk about Nabil Ahmed Wani? Never. Nabil Ahmad Wani's father is also a poor teacher. But all these Burhan Rudalis, they talked about Burhan Wani's father being a poor headmaster, and that is why his justification for carrying on the gun and whatever he did. So, sir, you all have been caught tonight, and look at your behavior. When a simple question is asked, do you propose against the Prime Minister of Pakistan? You are fuming and ranting. I mean, this is absolutely nonsense.
No, 1 second.
I mean, we are Indians.
Sambit,
I consider you as an Indian. But why do you have to? Why do you have to behave this way?
Sambit, I'll explain why they are behaving this way. I'll explain why 2 panelists left my program this evening. It's because they feel. John Dayal, let me analyze some of this really strange behavior on the program tonight.
Just look at the language, my friend. Look at the language. Look at the
what language? What language, Mr. John Dayal?
1 second.
Look at the action, John Dayal. Look at your action. Your actions are against the nation. Actions are more important than anything else. And it is not just my tongue which is speaking, sir. It is my heart. And it is not just my heart, sir. It is the heart of 125 crore Indians.
The venom you are spitting, God should save my country. The venom you guys are
18
spitting.
Jawans have been martyred, and here you are trying to protect your Akas in Kashmir, in Pakistan. 18 Jawans have been martyred. Not a word about these Jawans. Not a hate for these Jawans.
Whosoever has killed them, I condemn those people who have killed these 18 Jawans.
Now you condemn
them. Whosoever
you
has
would
killed
not condemn Nawaz Sharif.
Gaurav, 1 second. 1 minute, just a minute. Calm down. John Dayal, now my question is this. Listen to me for a while. John Dayal and Aslam Goni. Remember Aslam Goni. Aslam, I don't want to shout. Aslam Goni, I don't want to shout over you. I don't want to shout over you. My question is this. Sushil Pandit, if Sushil Pandit and Gaurav Arya can also come into the debate. And 1 second. You see, yesterday Nawaz Sharif uttered lies.
You don't listen to gentleman's voice.
I want to analyze what's going on. I want to analyze what's going on, if I may, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Lone, calm down. I'll give you enough time after that. I can take all of you on. Just give me 2 minutes to make my point. What is happening, viewers, tonight is this. Aslam Goni, I request you. Don't show this intolerance on Newshour. I don't like it.
It is only what
don't show the intolerance on Newshour. If you cannot answer logically, then I'm sorry, but don't show your intolerance on Newshour. Allow me to make my point of view. Aslam Goni, you and I have known each other for a long time, so let me enunciate my point of view. I completely disagree with you, but let me speak. Now listen to me, Aslam. What's happening, viewers, is this. There is a group of people. 1 minute. There is a group of people, the way I look at it. There is a group of people who for a long time have been allowed to dominate the narrative in this country. Sushil Pandit. This group of people who have been allowed to dominate the narrative in this country, in the media, outside, other professions, champagne circuit, page 3 circuit, whatever.
They have monopolized.
What I call the pseudo-liberal diplomatic cocktail circuit, right? Yes. And they find it horrifying that I call them pseudo-liberals, but they are. Now, the fact is that these people have been cornered today. And these people have no space in their own country. And people of this country are questioning those people. And after Uri, what's happening, Gaurav Arya? 1 second, don't point your finger at me. Aslam Goni, don't show your intolerance at me tonight. I have equal capacity to return your compliment, but I am being respectful of your age tonight, sir.
You show
Thank you.
To everyone.
Please, sir, Aslam Goni, calm down, sir. Calm down, sir. Please, I'm not shouting at you back. But let me put my perspective tonight. Let me put my perspective. At a time, you are
behaving in a most unreasonable manner.
Sir, at a time, Aslam Goni,
everybody is your servant sitting here.
Aslam Goni, at a time,
if you invite somebody
Aslam Goni,
to debate, then listen to him also.
Aslam Goni, at a time when India needs to stand and speak in one voice to isolate Islamabad on the world stage, on the world stage, I don't think there should be any room for elements within India to be giving a terrorist or his backstory the benefit of doubt to justify terrorism in India like Nawaz Sharif did. You cannot speak Nawaz Sharif's language on Indian soil. Simple. You can't speak Nawaz Sharif's voice on language on Indian soil. There are no two views of it. I'm telling you about others who do. Stop taking it personally.
Where from you get that language?
Stop taking it personally. Maroof is on the debate tonight. Where from do you get that? Maroof is on the debate tonight.
No.
Calm down, sir. Sir, calm down, sir.
I'm sorry.
Maroof,
I'm sorry.
Maroof, in this country, in this country, Aslam Goni, in this country, people have been quiet when the people have fought for Afzal Guru. People have tolerated it, Maroof, when sections have spoken out for Yaqub Memon.
Yes,
people have tolerated it. People have tolerated it. Allow me, sir. People have tolerated it when Burhan Wani was being lionized. But I'm sorry. And I'd like Maroof to come into this. But I'm sorry, after Uri, no more. After Pathankot, no more. Repeatedly, no more. Repeatedly, no more. Enough is enough. The Republic can't be torn apart from inside like this. Maroof is on the debate tonight. Let him speak. Maroof, welcome to the debate. Go ahead, Maroof. Maroof, please. Aslam Goni. Here, Maroof, please. Thank you.
Arnab.
Please, sir. Please, sir. Please, sir. Please calm down, Mr. Goni. Yeah.
Arnab, I just want to ask the people who are opposing your point of view, which clearly reflects the majority opinion in the country today, that do they seriously believe that people who carry Kalashnikovs and people who take up arms no, sir, बोलने तो दीजिए. No, will you let me speak? You've spoken all this while. Please give me the courtesy of 1 minute. I just want to ask you a question.
आप लोग जो जम्मू कश्मीर में और आग लगा देते हो.
क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप?
आग लगाते हो. संपात्रा भी आग लगाते हैं और अर्नब खुद भी आग लगाते हैं. आप लोग आग लगाते हो.
सच बोल रहे हैं, आपको कड़वी बात लग रही है.
देखिए साहब, ऐसा है, मैं आप लोगों को एक ही सलाह दे सकता हूँ. मैं आप लोगों को एक ही सलाह दे सकता हूं.
इनको
सर, आपको मैं एक
आपके दिलों में
सलाह दे सकता हूं. वो ये है कि अगर आप
इनमें झांकने की सूरत
जो भी अगर देखिए साहब, ये साबित करता है वेरी क्लियरली that whether you are with the Indian narrative or the Pakistani narrative.
Simple, Maroof,
and if you are with the Pakistani narrative, you are not going to get much space on Indian soil. Let me tell you that very clearly. Because you can do what you want, sir. You can do what you want. You are on borrowed time. और अभी आप जो है ना, अभी आप लोगों ने आपने बच्चों का बकरा बना के वो बेचारों को मरवाया है. आप लोगों के अंदर इतनी अगर हिम्मत है तो खुद मैदान पे आ जाइए. Because what is going to happen, whether it is Nawaz Sharif and the army in Pakistan or it is people who are self-styled leaders like yourself, you fight by proxy. और आप लोगों ने ये सोच रखा है कि आपने और इस्लामाबाद ने इस्लाम और मुसलमानों का ठेका ले रखा है. आप लोग, you have neither the responsibility nor the opinion in your favor. You are making scapegoats out of innocents. Get real, sir. Get real, sir. And I'm telling you, with all the information that I have access to, I'm telling you with all the information, you are now going to see. Don't bring the Muslim card.
Don't bring the religion card.
Because
do not do it, sir. Don't bring the religion card in this. Do not do that. Not at this time.
Is in contravention to what
Not at this time, sir. Not at this time, sir. No religion card, please. Only the country. Only the country comes first. Don't try it. Don't try it on the program.
That is not what Islam represents. और आप कुछ भी करके देख ले. मैं ये बता रहा हूँ सर आपको. With all the information I have, you are not going to. आपका जो बुरहान वानी का जो पूरा जो बगावत थी आपकी. Sir, let me ask you, where has that initiative gone? एक महीने पहले तो आप लोग कह रहे थे कि अब कश्मीर इंडिया के हाथ से निकल गया, अब क्यों आप लोग ठंडे पड़ गए? What has happened? Why have you gone cold now? Where is your initiative? Where is it? How many more times are you going to get innocent children to come and die while you people sit with all the privileges and protection?
Rather this channel is shown throughout the world.
Yeah,
what you are talking is nobody's stand here.
Let it be seen across the world tonight.
What you are talking is nobody's stand.
I'd say tonight that let it be 1 second. Just a minute. Maroof, if I may.
Arnab, this is my open challenge to these dissenters. Arnab, this is my challenge to these dissenters. They can check the feedback from the viewers and see who supports which narrative. You are in a minority, sir, and that also you are being tolerated because people have decided to be patient towards all your misdemeanors.
Thank you very much, Raza.
But I think that patience of India has run out with Pakistan, and it is going to run out with dissenters like you. Don't tell me which side I should be on. My loyalties are clear. Ask yourself where your treasonous loyalties lie. You don't have the right to live and eat of the Indian soil. You are a pathetic lot.
We are not earning livelihood out of these debates.
You are earning
Please,
your
sir, I'm sorry. 1 second. Maroof, 1 minute. Maroof, 1 minute. Maroof, please don't do this. 1 second. Maroof, if I may tonight.
Look at yourself in the mirror. You guys are sold out.
Maroof.
You are a bunch of propagandists that Pakistan is feeding.
Maroof, if I may, please.
Pamphleteers.
Maroof, if I may, please. He's only trying to provoke you, Maroof. 1 minute. Maroof, if I may, please. I say, Maroof, 1 second. Now I want to hear Maroof and John Dayal on the other side, please. Maroof, understand this.
No.
Understand this. 1 second. Understand this, Maroof. You are fully aware of our line, my line and your line, on issues concerning internal security and strategic affairs. You are also aware, Maroof, that we maintained this line for over a decade now on this channel. Today, you take a straw poll anywhere in this country and you will know that this same small, narrow group of people who have tried to dominate the discourse, who call themselves peaceniks, have been thoroughly exposed. The reason why some panelists are making personal attacks on you, Maroof, tonight, is because we are questioning the people who, after Burhan Wani's death, elevated him to martyrdom. We are talking about people, Maroof, who you are aware, there were attempts to lionize Burhan Wani, and I am not excluding anyone here tonight. There were attempts, deliberate attempts, calculated attempts, Sushil Pandit, am I wrong, to lionize him and make an icon out of him.
And Nawaz Sharif's speech,
and that's why to conclude, it's because Maroof keeps that line that he's being personally attacked on the program tonight. But I say tonight, Sushil Pandit, we don't care anymore how many personal attacks will come, because the people of this country have spoken on the subject. Yes, please, Sushil Pandit.
Arnab, Nawaz Sharif's speech has become a blessing in disguise.
Aslam, Goni.
It has become the litmus test inadvertently for all these double-faced people who have been living off the fat of the land and are corroding Indian system, corroding Indian democracy, living off our constitution and its liberties in order to undermine it. They play on the agenda of our enemies. And they are the ones who weaken our resolve to take on our enemies. In fact, these tests have time and again exposed them. And today again they have proved the litmus test of their loyalty to the country.
Arnab,
we must make no mistake.
One second, Gaurav,
a minute, please.
Gaurav Arya.
मैं एक बात ये कहना चाहता हूँ यहाँ पे, आज के बाद ये जो सवाल है नवाज शरीफ वाला कि वो कंडेम करते हैं कि नहीं, ये हर एक हिंदुस्तानी को पूछना चाहिए, और जो कंडेम ना करे तो हिंदुस्तानी साफ समझ लें कि गद्दार की शक्ल ऐसी होती है। ये लोग हैं जो हमारे देश को अंदर से खाली कर रहे हैं. And these are the people who need to be brought down to the knees.
Mind your words.
No, one second.
I will not mind my words, sir.
Gaurav, can I say this?
I am inside my country. I will not mind my words.
Gaurav, can I say something? Gaurav, listen to me. Gaurav, listen to me. You are well aware, Gaurav. One thing. 1 second, sir. Sir, koi ठेकेदारी आपने भी नहीं लग रहे कि please calm down, sir. Be polite to other panelists, please. Gaurav Arya has a right to speak. Gaurav is a patriot. Gaurav is a patriot. 1 second. 1 second. Now I want John Dayal on the other side. Before I ask John Dayal the next question, I'd like to go. I'd like to go. 1 second. Before I go, Sushil Pandit, before I go across to my next guest, I'd like to say this, right, to my dear friend and colleague Maroof Raza, that he and I are fully aware of the criticism, the stinging attacks that have come on us when we maintained this line. Maroof, you know this, that during JNU and after that, when issues were raised, then nationalism was made into a bad word by this same vested group of people tonight. So I think we must make it very clear, we're not scared or bothered about what you say. Attack us personally even more. Please do. I have faced it many times. John Dayal, you know, I have faced it many times. I don't care and Maroof doesn't care either. Bring it on. But the truth must be told. And my question is to John Dayal. Maroof, I'm just coming to you. Just small point here. John Dayal, 2 days after the Uri attack on Newshour, you said, Pakistan is a state and these terrorists, if you identify them, have no state. Make a difference between the state and the terrorists. Maroof, John Dayal actually said that. So no. This is exactly what you said. So no, this is exactly what you said tonight. Tonight you say I condemn Nawaz Sharif.
Play the tape.
This is exactly what you said. Pakistan is a state. I will play the tape. Pakistan, 1 second. These were your exact words and I'll repeat it. Al-Qaeda was not a state, but Pakistan is a state. And these terrorists, if you identify them, have no state. Make a difference between the state and the terrorists. I will pull out this bite and I will play it on Newshour. And the terrorists, otherwise you are confused. By calling these well-planned military exercises as terror attacks, do not trivialize them. These were your exact words which you said.
That's what I said.
Yeah. That's what you said. So that's
don't
what.
Trivialize.
Yeah.
Don't trivialize.
No. How can you even say? No. 1 second. How can you say the terrorists? How can you say the terrorists have no state? How can you say the terrorists have no state?
Don't.
How can you say the terrorists have no state?
Terrorists live in a state.
No. How? Burhan Wani. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you. No. 1 second. John Dayal, let me clarify. Burhan Wani, commander of the Hizbul Mujahideen, was a product of Pakistan. Burhan Wani was a product of Pakistan, which provides safe haven to the groups, and the like of Syed Salahuddin was the chief of it.
In English. I am saying the same thing in English.
Yes. So
that is what I'm saying.
Yes.
That this is
and therefore, no, Mr. John Dayal. Mr. John Dayal, on the 26th of July 2016. On the 26th of July 2016, you launched a stinging attack on the Indian Army. You talked about the cruelty of the Indian state and how it wreaks havoc on the people. You said the army carries out excesses. Was it not being a semi-apologist there when during the Kashmir unrest that began after the death of the terrorists, the killing of the terrorists, you put the onus on the Indian state for what dealing with a situation which was orchestrated by Pakistan in collusion with terrorists like Hafeez Saeed, but you put more of the onus on the Indian state. Why did you do so? Why did you do so?
The glory of the Indian army.
No. Now you talk about the glory of the Indian army. Gaurav, see. Immediately. Now you remember the glory of the Indian army. Amazing.
Listen to me. You listen to me.
I'm listening to you.
You listen to me.
Listen to the answer.
Admits. And that is the good point about the Indian army. When it makes a mistake, it admits. And let me tell you one more thing.
I don't get this confused logic.
Terrorism. Don't trivialize terrorism. Don't trivialize terrorism by this.
Sir, nobody's trivializing terrorism. We have seen it firsthand. You have seen it on television. We have seen it in front of our eyes. Nobody is trivializing terrorism.
No, sir. Major, don't speak of that in this language.
Mr. Ketkar.
Your words to that lady were not worthy of an army major.
I don't sing.
Sir, I'll tell you, no.
You are a good
Whether
man.
you're a lady or you're a gentleman, you're a man or a woman, you cannot stay inside this country and abuse the country.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
You are an officer and a judgment.
1 second. Don't. 1 second. 1 second, John Dayal. John Dayal, a question put. Do you condemn Nawaz Sharif? Got some of our panelists very upset. I don't know why. Why did it get them upset?
I have condemned.
Psychoanalyze it for yourself. Why did our panelists get upset when I asked the question, do you condemn Nawaz Sharif?
But don't.
Simple. Why? No, why?
The major is an officer.
The major has asked the question as clearly as he can. I'm sorry. Don't try and do personal attacks here, sir. It's not going to work. Mr. Ketkar making a point, 5 minutes. Do not patronize Gaurav Arya. He has served in the Indian Army. He served in Jammu and Kashmir. He's a top quality officer, and he comes from the same stock as Maroof Raza. Do not qualify him. Don't add religion to it. Don't try and divide our people. India comes first. Understand it. Aslam, Goni, calm down. Mr. Ketkar, and then I'll conclude with Maroof. Yeah, Mr. Ketkar.
Like that.
Mr. Ketkar, Mr. Lone, what are you saying? Mr. Lone.
Because the moment you ask them question,
Mr. Lone, no.
they get exposed.
Mr.
And
Irfan
you are actually telling them that when they were talking in favor of Burhan Wani, they were actually talking in favor of Pakistan. Now this is getting exposed. So their argument starting with human rights, talking against the Indian Army, was nothing but actually speaking in favor of Pakistani narrative, as Maroof Raza said. So moment you ask this question, they get exposed and they get into you versus we debate.
Yeah.
These are the most divisive, most pervasive.
Last time,
so these people, we should expose again and again and should not allow them to abuse nationalism, nation, Indian Army at any point of time.
Arnab.
No, 1 sec. Irfan Lone.
Just half a minute.
Irfan Lone. No, not half a minute. I'll give you 1 minute. I'll give you 1 minute. I'll give 1 sec.
Okay.
1 sec. On the 11th of July, I have kept record of what all you say. On the 11th of July, you came on Newshour. Right? You used the successful neutralizing of a terrorist. You linked it to the Kashmir issue. Were you building a case for Nawaz Sharif?
Yes.
How come there is so much similarity between your line? 1 second, sir. 1 minute, sir. Let me complete my question. Let me complete my question. Calm down. How come? I mean, are you all parrots of Islamabad? Are you a parrot of Rawalpindi? That what Rawalpindi says and what you say appear to be absolutely similar. Did they coach you? Did they send you lines? Or is it accidental?
Last time on this channel, all I said about Burhan, that was the opinion of the people, pulse of the people.
Oh, really? Now you're backing off. Good. Backing off now, Sambit. Now you're backing off. Good.
Just a second. Just give me a 1 minute.
No. I want everyone to back off.
I'm not backing off. Please,
since we are drawing towards the end of the debate, on a very serious note, I want to say this, that it is really threatening. It is really threatening and it's really worrying to see as to how we have enemies within countries. And remember, the enemy which is outside is an enemy which is declared. But the enemy which is within, undeclared, is far more dangerous than a declared enemy. And second point, sir, don't shout. Traitors have no right to shout. Traitors have no right to shout. Please listen. And there's a simple message that I want to give. There are two kinds of people. One are traitors and the others are the ones who support these traitors. My sincere request to the politicians who run to JNU supporting the students who said that Bharat ke saut tukde ho, those who are apologists for Burhan Wani, those who are apologists for Yaqub Memon, they should realize that people of this country can see through you. The people of this country have realized what you are, and people of this country are going to give you a befitting reply democratically.
This is unfortunate. Stop, Dr. Patra, and give me a chance to speak.
No, why are you shouting like this? Why are you shouting?
Simple issue. Do you condemn terrorists like Burhan Wani? Today is a very important day. 26,000 Kashmiri youth are applying for job in Indian Army. Such is the positivity in Kashmir. But people like you build a discord that Kashmir is burning. You build a discord that Kashmiri youth are stone throwers because they have been alienated. You all have got the discourse wrong, and deliberately so, because you wanted to paint India in the wrong way, rightly suggested by Mr. Arnab. Probably you are receiving tuition classes from Rawalpindi and Islamabad. Don't show me your eyes. Don't show me your eyes, sir.
Why?
Sir, listen.
I am not showing my eyes.
Simple, Mr.
Burhan, we are not confining to Burhan. Burhan
small
is just
question.
a representative
Small
case.
question.
Burhan is a representative case. It shows as to how you all are sympathetic
by
towards
the
Pakistan.
way, Mr. Irfan Loan, Mr. Irfan Loan.
Promise me 1 minute, but
Mr. Irfan Loan, 1 minute. Mr. Irfan Loan, you see, I have my documentation and research completely correct before I come into the program, so don't shout. I have every word that you have been talking written out in this piece of paper. Do you understand? So don't try and slip away. And I also want to tell you, Mr. Loan, that I remember every word that all these Pakistan apologists have been saying. And I say with clarity tonight, Maroof, that we remember what happened after Burhan Wani was killed was suspicious because the entire lobby almost was doing a build-up and a build-up after. They were like rhyming themselves to perfection. They were speaking in a coordinated manner, Maroof, on the social media, on the media, outside in public platforms. Not restricted to Delhi and Srinagar alone. We also remember what happened in Bengaluru. There was a group of people that was trying to build an anti-India sentiment within India. That narrative is now being narrowed down and we are questioning. And so two panelists walked down today. Maroof, looking forward now. My simple question is to you and Sushil Pandit, and I close here.
Give me 1 minute.
No, sir, every word is written.
No, give me 1 minute.
You're either with India or you are not.
Please, Arnab, give me half.
You are either with India or against India. You're with the Republic or against the Republic. Simple. Don't qualify it.
This is not...
you are either with the Republic or against the Republic. Maroof, please. Maroof.
You are not fulfilling your...
I have given your views, sir. Let Maroof also have his say. Maroof, please.
Sir,
Maroof, please.
Sir, just give me... Sir, give me 1 minute. Then you can probably conclude. 1 minute, sir. Arnab, I just want to make 3 quick points. Point 1, that when Nawaz Sharif said at the UN in the same breath when he spoke about Burhan Wani, he also said we are open for talks with India unconditionally. But India puts conditions. The problem with Pakistan is they do not want to abandon their obsession with terror because that is the condition we put. Let us talk when you abandon terror. And they don't want that condition to be put, which shows very clearly that they are sponsors of terror. The second point I wish to bring out, that it is the Pakistani narrative that I feel sad when I see people in India espousing, that if you are a Muslim and you are not supporting the Pakistani narrative, then you are probably un-Islamic. Because Pakistan was created on that false presumption that every Muslim of the subcontinent will hail Mr. Jilla's moth-eaten Pakistan. And that has fallen flat when people like me and others question that narrative. And finally, those in Kashmir who are standing up for Burhan Wani, they know if they don't do it, they will lose political capital and their life and their properties will be at risk because they will also be getting stoned at, just like we question Burhan Wani's so-called peaceful credentials. So the pointed issue is, they are doing it under direct and indirect threat. So we don't need to worry about it. What we need to worry about is outside the valley, people who question the central narrative in the country, which you and I espouse. And these are the people I find hard to digest, much harder than those in the valley who are living on Pakistan's payroll.
1 second. Last question, Maroof. Last question. I'll test this one out. Aslam Goni.
Mr. Raza, again
Aslam Goni.
you have
Aslam Goni, don't do this.
From your loud mouth. I take a
people of this country are with Maroof, not with you, sir. My last.
And I am telling you very soon.
Mr. Aslam Goni.
Don't get personal with me, sir.
Don't get personal.
Don't get personal.
It doesn't matter. Water off a duck's back.
Then we can get personal. Here, stick to the subject. Stick to the subject.
I want that this fellow should conclude your debate.
You can't control your anti-Indian sentiment. And let me tell you that it is the greatness and the freedom of this country that you get a platform to abuse this country. You are not going to
Mr. Aslam Goni,
because very soon you will lose that privilege also.
Aslam Goni, now
Let
prepare.
me remind you.
Now prepare.
Enough is enough.
Now prepare.
The patience of India and its people have run out with
Aslam Goni, Maroof absolutely correct, and Aslam Goni, now prepare.
Yes.
Now prepare. I'll tell you for what. Prepare. Aslam Goni.
What?
John Dayal. I'm telling you. I'll tell you what you have to prepare for. I'll tell you for it. Aslam Goni, John Dayal, Mr. Irfan Lone, since you have different views on this, prepare for the complete and total rejection and marginalization with a capital M of people who speak for Pakistan directly, indirectly, voluntarily or involuntarily while being on Indian soil. Those who do will not just be marginalized, they will be rejected by this country. I thank you all. I thank you all for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight. So Mr. John Dayal, prepare for the marginalization of people who speak against India. That's what.
You will be laughed at.
That's what I'm saying tonight. Those who speak against India will be marginalized. John Dayal, it will happen. Be sure of it. Thank you for joining me on the Newshour tonight. Thank you.